All right, so a little bit about myself. Like I said, I'm Michael Todorovic. I was born in Geelong, Victoria, back in 1990 on the 5th of November, and grown up in Geelong my whole life. And I was born with a vision impairment called Stargardt's disease or macular dystrophy, which basically just means that you're legally blind, you can't read small print, your vision goes a bit blurry after a few meters, and the central vision is very blurry, and your peripheral or side vision is a lot more clearer. So I found out that I had that problem when I was about 7 years old, but for me, life didn't change because that's all I knew. But life changed in the sense that my life looked a lot different to my peers and my friends around me. Having you know integration aids, not being able to play all the sports that I wanted to, and so on. But as life went on, I got to learn how to be, I guess, a little bit more resilient and push through the barriers. I was never really a type of person that liked to stick in the typical square. I always liked to push the boundaries and achieve what I want to achieve despite my limitations. Developed some mental health issues over time. I've got obsessive compulsive disorder, so that was something else that taught me in life, how not to necessarily always believe and listen to your thoughts and fight against those negative thoughts. Grew up in a beautiful family, loving parents, and a great older brother that was very inspirational in his own way. I got married in 2015, met a beautiful, beautiful woman that loved me for who I am, and I never felt in my marriage of 11 years that I've ever been a burden or too hard for my wife. My wife always was there to help me and never viewed my vision as a problem, and that's something I'm always going to be grateful to her. The best thing that's ever happened to me is being a father. I had a beautiful baby girl on October the 26th, 2020. And it's funny, you actually said I had her. I didn't have her, my wife had her, Maria. But, it was our beautiful little girl. And she taught me the most about life. She taught me about resilience. She taught me about being positive and happy despite having to go through a really tough life, because she was born with skeletal dysplasia, which is a form of dwarfism. She had autism as well. She was non-verbal. And then unfortunately, she got diagnosed with pulmonary hypertension and lung disease at the end of 2024. And unfortunately, we lost her last year on the 8th of June. So it's going to be a year very soon. But we have a strong faith in the Bible that we're going to see her again. And that's what me and my wife are waiting for and living for. But she's taught me how to get through the tough times, be grateful for what you've got, and to literally forget about your tough times and just keep on moving forward. She would just get the oxygen tubing that she used to have and chuck it over her head and keep on playing with her toys. She never complained about it. So she taught me we need to chuck our problems over our heads and keep on going through life. So that's a little story about me, and I can't wait to get stuck into the Connect You 2 radio project and keep on helping people see that our limitations aren't who we are, they're not what we are, they're just something we need to smash through to get to where we want to get to.